The press had a field day, and for years they pitted us against each other and said a lot of things about me that just were not true. That's crazy. Cause how Aretha Franklin even want to think? I mean, Natalie Cole's Natalie Cole, but she damn sure ain't no Aretha. And Aretha Franklin is Aretha Franklin, but she damn sure ain't no Whitney Houston. I said it, bitch. Oh, my life, be waiting for you. No, how you do. Sit down, bad boy Bobby Brown. Sit down. Sit down. Or lay down. Just get out my face, please. Mommy hates it when you stare at her. Well, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and tip your favorite narrator via Cash App at $NayRobonYouTube. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube, and for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes you, can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, all this week on the YouTube, we're focusing on Natalie Cole. I think adding that Erica Kennedy book kind of messed with my algorithm. So if you all want the Erica Kennedy Bling book, you're going to have to join the Patreon or the YouTube paid membership here. Okay. It kind of messed with my algorithm. Eventually, I'll release the Erica Kennedy, like once we get finished with the Natalie Cole book. But if you want to keep up with that, you're going to have to pay for it, because putting the two books together is causing some confusion in the algorithm. And I cannot afford to have my views being 300 or 500. Those of you who love me understand me. Now, let's continue reading Angel on My Shoulder, Natalie Cole. This book, she speaks a lot about situations where she should have been dead. I always say that it's my grandmothers praying for me, because if it wasn't for them, baby, the depths of hell would have took me years ago. This will be an everlasting love. This will be the one I waited for. The Grammys of 1975 were held at the Hollywood Palladium in late February of 76. And I was in my dressing room trailer when we got the news that I had won in the Best New Artist category. The next category I was nominated for was Best R&B Female Vocal Performance. This was a category that Aretha Franklin had won every year for the past 9 years. I took away what would have been her 10th year. Now, we done read this situation before. It's so noisy in the background, y'all. Forgive me. I'm washing clothes, and then we got the screen door open, because you know these dogs, they got to check their properties. Make sure it ain't no intruders shitting in their area. I believe it was the David Ritz book we read, and baby Aretha, girl, was not happy about that. Aries are not good with competition. No, they're great at competition, because everything can be a competition. Because remember, Aries are the warriors of the zodiac, and them motherfuckers be ready to fight at all times. They're also the great lovers. Casanova was an Aries of the zodiac. So you got to be careful with them niggas. They'll love you to death. Literally. This was a category that Aretha Franklin had won every year for the past 9 years. I took away what would have been her 10th. It was a bittersweet moment because this was a woman I totally idolized. And if I'd been a little more together, I would have thanked Aretha from on stage. But I was too shocked. It was the beginning of an unfortunate period in our relationship. Up until that point, we were on our way to becoming friends. Aretha had even put "This Will Be" in her show at Carnegie Hall. Be honest about why Aretha Franklin had a problem with Natalie Cole. You know, that Riri got misplaced anger. She get angry at the wrong people instead of herself. You know, Aries got a problem with accountability. So y'all was the ones who told me that Yancey Jackson song, "This Will Be an Everlasting Love, This Will Be," was made for Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin didn't want it. So Natalie Cole got it by default. And because, like I said, Riri got a problem with accountability, she didn't want to kick herself in the ass. She wanted to kick Natalie Cole up the ass. Bitch, that's supposed to be my Grammy. The only reason why you got that Grammy is because I didn't take that song. Bitch. Oh, wait, pause. Remember they said that sometimes Natalie Cole could sound like Aretha in the book earlier? This Will Be could have definitely been sung by the Queen of Soul. She was really upset with me because someone told her that I had really begun to believe that I was the new Queen of Soul, which was a big joke. I never believed I was queen of anything. The press had a field day, and for years they pitted us against each other and said a lot of things about me that just were not true. That's crazy. Because how Aretha Franklin even want to think? I mean, Natalie Cole is Natalie Cole, but she damn sure ain't no Aretha. And Aretha Franklin is Aretha Franklin. But she damn sure ain't no Whitney Houston. I said it, bitch. Who's your favorite singer? Before Whitney? Before Whitney came on the scene, it was Aretha. But once Whitney got here, bitch, I found out what I've been missing. And I'm not talking about Whitney, Your Love Is My Love, Whitney, because, you know, they still had to do some trying to get her voice to sound like the old Whitney. Yes, Aretha Franklin's voice had longevity. I believe she could still blow in the casket. However, Whitney at her best is unmatched. The press had a field day, and for years they pitted us against each other and said a lot of things about me that just were not true. Aretha didn't know how devastated I felt over the rift, and we never got on the phone to say, forget the press. Let's you and me meet somewhere and talk this mess out, woman to woman. Even though Aretha was an idol of mine, I had something to say too. I simply wanted to tell her that I loved and respected her, and that I wasn't the arrogant bitch that the press was making me out to be. It was horrible. I spent the next several years being snubbed by her. You ain't the only one. She snubs all divas. Remember when Patti LaBelle tried to shake her hand and hug her and give her the kiss? And she moved like, don't touch me with that Vuke Ishwa hand. She would get upset if I was on the same TV show with her. And she would walk out of the room if I walked in. That really hurt. Thankfully, this has changed. Aretha and I are now friends, but it took a tragic event to bring us together. After those Grammys, my life would never be the same. I had a Grammy hit record, This Will Be, and people started treating me differently. I was the same person, of course, but what changed was the way others perceived me. Even the postman and the customers at the corner market started treating you like you are somehow special. I knew what it was to be treated special, but until now, it was because of my father. I was slowly starting to shed the blessing/burden of being the daughter of. Step by step, I was becoming Natalie Cole in my own rights. It seemed as though just yesterday I was singing to folks who were more interested in drinking and eating than it was who was behind the microphone. And all of a sudden, I was performing in giant venues where thousands of people were sitting there for one reason only: to listen to me. The trappings of stardom are pretty amazing. Designers want you to wear their clothes. Merchants want you to shop in their stores. And chefs hope you will eat in their restaurants. You get invited to all the big parties and rub shoulders with other celebrities that you've admired for years. They treat you like family, even though they've just met you. And bankers are suddenly willing to cash your checks. Doors just open like magic. They wave you on through or say, "Just step this way, Miss Cole." Or, "It's good to see you, Miss Cole. Remember, like a year or two earlier, she was writing bad checks with Peaches, selling pussy to Big John?" During the time from 1975 to 1979, the writing team of Chuck Jackson and Marvin Yancey turned out some great songs. Every day it seemed Marvin came up with a new tune on the piano. Chuck wrote the lyrics and we went into the recording studios putting it all down on tape with a full orchestra and arrangers. My contribution was growing on a daily basis, and eventually I even started writing my own songs, which I always had dreamed of doing. People were paying attention and I loved every minute of it. Natalie, our second album, went gold within a month of its release, and I eventually got my third Grammy once again for Best R&B Female Voice Performance for a song I co-wrote. Sophisticated Lady. She's a different lady. Pause. When we were little girls. All right. Insert some quarters. We used to have a cheer. Sophisticated lady. Hey, that's me. Sophisticated lady. Cute as can be. Well, my name is Nay and I'm feeling fine. I had no idea that Sophisticated Lady was actually a song by Natalie Cole. It probably was played on the radio, but I just didn't pay it no mind or put two and two together. But Sophisticated Lady was a cheer we used to do in the hood, and Hollywood Swingin' was a cheer by Kool and the Gang. Not putting two and two together. But as an adult, now I realize that was the song. Mr. Melody, the first cut on the Natalie album, became a hit. I also recorded Good Morning Heartache, a Billie Holiday song about heroin addiction. It was one of my personal favorites because it spoke to that part of myself that I wasn't trying to put behind me. What in the shit? Why you niggas ain't tell me that Good Morning Heartache was about heroin addiction? By now, I had moved out of my Upper West Side apartment to a mid-town high-rise on 53rd and 17th Avenue that came complete with a uniformed doorman and a beautiful view of the city. But none of it would have mattered if I didn't have Janice to share it with. I came to appreciate her even more. Remember when she got out of jail in Canada, her cousin Janice on her father's side was the one to pick her up.